What's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once you've put something yummy in your tummy. Of course, just wait here for Paimon. It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon. I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with. Please say thank you to everyone for me. Oh, is it not convenient for you to do that for me? But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't they? What if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? That'd be the last thing I want. Let me think about it. Okay. Yes, I have. Essentially, I think everyone is myself, right? So, I've decided to borrow their body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The floor also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky. Everyone! Are you awake now? I'm almost just about to bring you the food. It's me. Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up, what's going on? I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feast?
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali? How are you? You know who I am? Yes, I already know every one of you. Nima, Alhitan, Sayo, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying a traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies of the academia, the sages, the doctor, the Baldier, and even the entirety of Sumeru. Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Teyvat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as a hero who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship with me. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you've done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you. You don't have to do this.
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between academia and Central Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hope you like the dance dedicated to you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony. Alright, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida? She should be in the academia right about now. If you have any questions, now's your chance to ask.
Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas. I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right? Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas. I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right? Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas. Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling. Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas. Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling. Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas.
Wait, you two! Just a moment, please. You're the Traveler in Paimon, right? I thought you two looked familiar. People have been talking all about you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to discuss with you. My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the Academia. You're friends with Sino, right? I've heard him mention you before. Currently, Sino is out investigating a case involving smuggled canned knowledge. It's been days since we've last heard from him.
Oh no, you think he's in trouble?
Well, to be completely honest, it's pretty hard to imagine anything that could pose a threat to Sino. But since we haven't heard from him, we're starting to suspect that the case might be more complicated than we had originally thought. Word is that you two are brave, smart, and extremely capable adventurers. Do you think you can lend us a hand and help investigate the smuggling?
Alright, then that's so nicely. We'll help.
Large amounts of hidden knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing in the market recently. Science suspected that there's a secret route being used to move the castles. According to some research, using large amounts of hidden knowledge could lead to some serious consequences, and unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that. Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous hidden knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action. Last we heard from Sino, he was investigating somewhere outside Sumeru City. It seemed he had found some leads at the time, but we haven't heard from him since.
Sounds like we better go look for him. Come on! Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on butter. So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you. Is there anything you want to know? You mean, what happened after the dog put you to sleep? You guessed correctly. The top ranks between harbingers, number 3, possessed power incredible to the path of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation. However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with the doctor. I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conrad disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage against the doctor. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroyed the Gnosis. Although it was just a bluff, he still fell for it. I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such sins of vengeance towards laws take place. And as for what I exchanged for the Gnosis, the exchange served as punishment for the doctor as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse with the God of wisdom. Is that where you're headed next, Fontaine, the mission of justice? As far as I know, that operates in the judicial system. Does their Archon personally judge people? No, that she doesn't, Fontaine. Generally speaking, Guide Archon, Fuzzlord, will preside over individual trials. However, even then, Fuzzlord will still make herself present just by her trial. It seems that she just makes me immerse in that sort of atmosphere. As Archon, she still reserves the right to influence final verdict. Anyway, let's just say she's got, a very unique personality. He's still in a coma. I couldn't remember how one would hide the feather. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of various features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil. In addition, there is still some mystery stuff in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective, but he has still yet to understand himself. His future will be determined by fate. Are you sure? Isn't there something else you haven't asked about yet? You mean about your sister? While you were resting in Dardaville, I took some time to perform an earnest search for information on your sister. Yeah, his Earnsoul repository for all the information related to that, so there should be anything on him or his sister. This is true in your case. Earnsoul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your sister, because as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all. What? There's only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world. Nothing about this makes any sense. So when was your first trip to that? According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Tibet. But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, Earnsoul records on her suddenly become fuzzy. What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to her? All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating her fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of. But even that wouldn't fit how she somehow comes from this world. Something else I noticed was that, according to these records, the three have not classified your sibling as one of the descenders. What's a descender? I've never heard of it. Look, I'm sure you must curious about the information I received from the Tui in return for my gnosis, right? A very important part of the intel was about this world's descenders, external beings, one symbol belong to this world. Traveler, you are the fourth descender. Huh? So the Tui count 3 other descenders before the Traveler had a sister? Is anyone one of them? That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time. I'm intense about the burst from most amazing new information. And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you more as the God of Wisdom. There are many projects in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them. And soon, you'll also begin a journey anew and depart from Sumeru. I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded in this world. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
I'm sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida.